For visitors, the Dominican Republic is known for soft sand, warm water, and the national liquor of choice, Mama Juana. The DR shares the island of Hispaniola with its neighbor Haiti. Its border to the north, the Atlantic Ocean, and to the south, the Caribbean Sea. The country is becoming an increasingly popular tourist destination for Americans, Canadians, and even Russians. Sun and sand, adventure sports, and nightlife are big draws for people from all over the world seeking a hot vacation spot. But it's the people, the chocolate and sugar workers, the cigar rollers, and the children that make the country one of a kind. Most tourists won't even get to see this Dominican Republic, the real Dominican Republic.
There's no such thing as a middle class. Maybe around the tourist area, I could be what you call the middle class. But you're either way up there or you're way down there.
Punta Cana Pat is a Canadian expatriate. He came to the Dominican Republic in the mid-90s with some friends and never left. Now he takes small groups on tours of what he calls the real Dominican Republic.
And when you get back at the hotel tonight, you talk to a waiter or waitress, tell them that you're at an Hoyo and see their reaction. Because we start on top of the hill, we drive down, they call it a hole, an Hoyo.
The east coast of the DR is a quickly growing and changing area. The first resorts only started attracting tourists 15 to 20 years ago. While Punta Cana might be the most cosmopolitan city in the region, the city of Higuey is home to the most people and the most resort employees. The way of life outside the resort walls is very different from most residents.
The Dominican Republic has many power cuts. I mean, we live with electricity. We take it for granted. It's always there. Well, here we have anywhere between 2 to 4, sometimes up to 6 hours of power cuts every day.
While some are getting rich on the East Coast, rapid growth and economic opportunities are not available for everyone.
So squatting became an issue. 3 areas became the main hubs for the squatters. And the biggest one of the 3 is the one we're going to. Now, when there's squatters, it's not usually nice people. You had a lot of gang members, some sort of little mafia was organized in there. People were collecting rents for no reason. Drug dealers, ladies of the night, all the nice people of society ended up there. Yes, you had squabbles, you had shootings, you had gunshots almost regularly every night. Did the police run in there? Even the police didn't dare go in there.
The DR took in millions of Haitian refugees after an earthquake destroyed much of Haiti back in 2010.
And that probably involves at least about 3/4 of the Dominican population work on minimum wage.
Since then, Dominicans have had an uneasy relationship with many Haitians who are willing to work for less than minimum wage just to get by.
Here, the minimum wage in the hotels, for starters, just to give you an idea, is $350 a month. A gallon of gas here goes for almost $5 a gallon. So if you're making $350 a month, that's about $10 a day. $5 for 1 gallon is a big chunk of your daily salary. So people use 2-wheel taxis.
The educational infrastructure is also severely limited on the East Coast.
They say that about 88% of parents had not completed grade 4. So there was basically no education, very uneducated kids. Public school is free in this country, but it's up to you to buy the school supplies, like all good parents. The thing is, school supplies in this country are imported. A lot of them are imported. So there's an importation tax. So the end result, school supplies are very expensive.
¿Cuántos hermanos y hermanas?
Tengo 5 hermanas y 5 hermanos.
Oh, una familia grande.
When these children grow up, they may find themselves working in some of the DR's biggest industries. Tourism, cocoa, rum and cigars, all bring in the most money for the country.
So after 3 years, You wait 6 months for the first harvest. 6 months. So it takes 3.5 years for the first harvest. 3.5 years.
Chocolate came to the Antilles from Mexico and Central America. Since then, the plant has been one of the DR's biggest exports, after sugarcane, of course.
You say how I make a chocolate home. This is a lot of work. You're gonna have a cocoa powder. What are you going to do with the cocoa powder? Hot chocolate.
Dominicans take great pride in their cigars. In fact, of Cigar Aficionado's top 25 cigars, 4 are Dominican and only 2 are Cuban.
In America, I know you guys are all mesmerized with Cuban cigars. You know why? Because you can't have them. Well, the proven fact, when Obama lifted the ban on Cuban cigars, Cuban cigar sales actually dropped in the U.S., and when President Trump put it back on, Cuban cigar sales went up again.
In the DR's biggest cities, you can find grocery stores similar to anywhere in the U.S. But the market, or the mercado, is where you find the biggest slice of Dominican culture.
You're like, this is the meat store. I don't know if you can see on the counter, some of the meats are right on the counter. Here, a big cow sometimes hangs right here in the sun. And if you want some pork chops, if you want some steak, you want whatever, you cut it right off the animal. And that's fresh. So they put orange juice over it. It's a sour orange, and it keeps the flies off.
The original inhabitants of all the Antilles Islands were the Taino. The Taino people migrated to modern-day Dominican Republic from South America. Very little of the Taino culture still exists today. This is not a traditional Taino ceremony. In the 1490s, it's estimated that as many as 800,000 Tainos lived on Hispaniola. However, most of them were wiped out as the result of European diseases and slavery. Still, many Dominicans have as much as 20% of their DNA from the Taino people, and claiming Taino heritage is a point of pride for many rural Dominicans. The Dominican Republic is a land of stark contrasts, rich and poor, old and new, the sea and the mountains. The future has great changes in store for the country and many challenges to overcome.